Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, Akim Muslim, and the teaching real well, and peace and blessings be unto you, fellow Akim, your brothers, let us push out this word in truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, man, let's go in this video. As you see before you, I have an article from Newsbreak, which concerns this energy drink, Celsius, which is a drink that I actually very much abhor, as other brothers should. All right, it's just a very venomous, poisonous energy drink, but nevertheless, in this article, as I'm not gonna read all of it, but pretty much Celsius, because I have Newsbreak its settings set to where this should be local news. So here in the DMV, if brothers have seen any changes in stores, but if brothers do, they're not gonna find Celsius on store shelves anymore. Here's the reason why. It says, and this is on Newsbreak. It says here, why have Celsius energy drinks have been recalled, and why are consumers at risk of extremely undesirable consequences? Below, we report on the latest High Noon brand and Celsius brand drinks recalls and explain why some consumers are furious about a labeling mix-up with unfortunate ramifications. Yeah, so pretty much, there's like a labeling mix-up. You can even see it here. I think it's like on a tweet, I believe. I won't call it that anymore. The canned cocktail maker High Noon is warning customers that some of its vodka seltzers were accidentally labeled as Celsius energy drinks. All right, and the thing is, it's not a big deal that someone might think. But first and foremost, of course, as I mentioned before, no brother should be drinking Celsius, first off. And secondly, all right, see, the thing is, I wanted to make this video yesterday when this article first came out. And those will have some screenshots I can make that I can put on screen in post-production. But when you go into the comment section, yeah, you're going to find pretty much nothing. But yesterday, you had pretty much, I believe, over it was either 500 or 1,000 comments, to which it was just nothing but people literally vying for, like, happy that this is happening. Like, oh man, what I live in here, I live in Rockville, yada yada. Oh, I live in Clinton, Maryland. Where can I find these energy drinks that are mixed up with beer, or what was it, seltzers? People just not giving no heed over the fact that they can potentially find a drink that will get them in broad daylight intoxicated, man. Excuse me. And the thing is, it's crazy because I think that's the same reason why you're just gonna find no comments here in the app. Whether or not it was unintentional or not, but reading this article and reading those comments, it just made me furious, man. Because here it is. That's pretty much what our people have been just diluted to. And yes, indeed, it was a lot of jakes in that comment section, man. I saw a lot of, some very peculiar last names, but nevertheless, all right, it's always our people in the forefront whenever it comes to things that are just unhealthy, things that just breed degeneracy, man. So that's pretty much the point of the article. Those will I can post it in the channel description. But what do I do? This is the book of Ezekiel 4 and 13. It says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. All right. And very short and simple. And then that's indeed prevalent, man. All right. Brothers try to do what we make great efforts to try to eat healthy, to drink healthy, to make sure that we're actually taking care of our temples. All right. The best way we can ever since coming in to the fold, man, even before the truth. All right. It's always something that would behoove Akim, as the scriptures say, although it profiteth little, right? Nevertheless, it profited something, man. And it's funny because this in itself is a curse in many ways, man. To have defiled bread, but nevertheless, our people, they care? No. All right, they don't care, and that's why that this in itself is a curse, because not only do our people just show degeneracy, they take on exactly after the things that they eat in the same likeness in many ways, man. All right, things that are high in fats, all right, things that are just 50 plus grams of sugar, right? High fructose corn syrup, all right, the hell? All manner of things. And the thing is, our oppressor Esau Edom, the so-called white man, will just feed into this, man. That's why the FDA and even the CDC all compromise, man. All compromise. All right? All right? It makes our people sick. It makes our people be pretty much bamboozled or in heavy deceit to eat their defiled bread wherever they may be. And in this case, it's Babylon the Great. You know? There was another video where I believe it must have been it must have been somewhere in the East Coast just because of the doom and gloom of the clouds. But you had pretty much just a passerby in his car minding his own business, to where Jake just decides to somehow unmiraculously put his arm through the window as if he was gonna hijack the damn car. All right, while it's moving on the road. And this is why not only is our bread defiled, and our people have been just diluted to becoming valueless, which I'm about to bring out in Ezekiel again, Ezekiel 22. All right, but that's why our people have been conditioned to now. All right, and I made a video about that on that I believe last week, man. All right, how there's just no remedy. There's nothing that we can do. There's no medicine, no toxins, not toxins, but tonics, all right, for anything for the disease that's been put upon our people, man. All right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. 2/3, the majority. All right. This is Ezekiel 22 and 22. Is this? So like, I'm gonna jump up. Verse 17, it says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. They are even the dross of silver." Yeah. All right. Pursuant to Ezekiel, the Lord views Israel as of right now to be valueless, man. The residue of precious metals or things that are just very needful, right? Pretty much the most basic needs, right? That are looked on as just important, right? Israel can't even be compared to those things in such manners, man. They have to be looked on as pretty much the leftover mesh, you know, the leftover material, man. There's no value. All right, and that's pretty much what they've become. I mean, what value is there in a man that serves that serves other gods, or doesn't treat his body the way he should, man? That views himself as a degenerate and calls himself as such, man. And that's pretty much. And these are the things I was thinking about when I went back to that article. All right, and it's funny because before turning the camera on, because I wanted to bring out those comments, man. It's just folly. It's just straight folly, and I don't even expect that type of behavior from what's that, Newsbreak moderators, that's probably why they took off the comments. All right, but nevertheless, all right, that's where people have been diluted. That's probably gonna be the title, Lord's will. All right, the people just being diluted to degeneracy, man. All right. It says, "As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you." You see? And indeed so. That's because that's the wrath of Yahweh Shemi Shai that's coming to the 2/3 of our people, man. All right? Enough is enough. Okay, this is Isaiah 24 and verse 7, and this is for those Jakes that wanted to pretty much partake in that folly, man, to which they put up on this high pedestal of great importance, man. Things are just honorable to them. This is Isaiah 24 and 7. "New wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth." Meaning what? All the party and the not giving a damn because right now in this season it's it's pretty much ending, right? The so-called summertime vibes, the spring, right? People are still living it up the best way they can, even though the world is still in the toilet, so to speak. Nevertheless, our people still are merry-hearted, man. All right, and in this grand city of confusion, they're still living it up, all right? So, pardon me. All right, but nevertheless, that's what the scriptures are talking about, man. Pretty much all that security and the carelessness of the actions in their lives is pretty much gonna catch up to them, man. All right. Verse 9, it says, "They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, and no man may come in." Yeah, Khan. But verse 9 was the point. All right. They shall not drink wine with the song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. So even during those times of great trouble, you know, you can drink your wine. You can try to even today, you know, concerning the article. Yeah, you can go ahead and try to find a Celsius drink in hopes that the damn high noon seltzer and whatnot. You know, go ahead, because here it is in those end days. All right. During the time where you really invested in putting yourself into doing the things that's not pleasing in the eyes of the Lord, here it is in the time of trouble. Is the Lord going to deliver you from anything? Hell no. Ain't gonna put you through straight hell. And here it is. If you happen to find something to where you think it's a final relief, maybe a water during the times of famine, come across food, it's gonna be poison unto you. Right? You drink water, it's going to be venomous unto you. You find strong drink, it's going to be bitter unto those that drink it, man. All right. Fucking my voice is very kind of difficult to speak. Jeremiah 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sought as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." That's right, and that's why, you know, we make videos like these, because here it is. It's just a true statement. I mean, our people, you can look it up online anywhere, anytime, to where at the forefront, all right, you best believe there's going to be a Jake at the top of anything that's so-called trending when it concerns folly, man. All right, and the scriptures mention this. The scriptures are privy to it. All right, you can't yikwap. This is a book. The scriptures is literally a book by Israelites for Israelites. All right, and indeed will point out the hypocrisy and the degeneracy of our people, man. You know, so those are the videos edifying. We'll close out. They're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kabudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders. I great millstone, the men who teach and rule well. If peace and blessings be unto you, fellow Akim, your brothers. Let's push out this word in truth, faith, and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.